Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. It's a wonderful day again, and we're back for another review. And today we're going to be talking about a recent release as we look at Gareth Edwards, the creator. And of course, it is the Nerd County here to host the show alongside my wonderful host, Brad. Not Brad, it's Luis. It's Luis,
On
not
Hispanic
Brad.
Heritage Month. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
That's
Hey, you
crazy.
You got like what, 12 days left, bro? You got
I'm
like 12 days
I'm
left,
taking
bro.
hold of them 12 days, but
11.
we don't even get a month, bro.
No, 11, bro. We got 11. We have 11 days left, bro.
It's
Yeah.
fucking wild, bro. There's cookies in
Yeah.
my gums. It's not good.
Yeah. What's up, Luis? How are you today?
But I'm good. You know, living with that existential dread, um, kamikaze type vibe. Everyday stuff.
Oh, I got the right movie for you today then. We got the movie for you today then.
Well, I mean, it's like 50-50 the right movie. It wasn't
Yeah.
on purpose, but we'll get that once we're in the spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they're pretty
What's
chill. Yeah.
what'd you get up to today, man?
Um, a little bit of editing, uploaded a TikTok. I need to get back on DoorDash, but also my thread life on the wheels are still low, so I'm waiting until I finish with this job to see, so I can take into account how many miles I got left on the wheels before absolutely gotta change them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. That car, man.
thankfully, I'm already ahead of my bills, and I still have leftover money, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like anyone else, a little bit of money would be nice, but I'm gonna get paid, so I'm happy about that. I'm doing what I love, and yeah. Oh, I just finished with the meeting, and they seem like lovely people.
Yeah. We'll see
Yeah,
how that goes, right? We'll see
yeah.
how
I
that
signed
goes.
the NDA. No, I'm kidding. Imagine.
Damn, dude, that'd be
No,
crazy.
they seem good, and they seem open. Unlike no, never mind. I don't know if he watches the shit or if he like went
Uh,
through my follows, but we'll talk about that project.
Past experiences.
Yeah, we'll talk about the past experiences later.
Yeah.
But
Save that for Patreon.
yeah, we'll
Save
talk.
that.
Yeah, you need to pay in order to get our tea, our
Yeah.
personal life
Yeah.
tea, not just drama with the
Yeah.
channel. But
Whenever you go to the Patreon episodes and you see that they're like 40 minutes long, it's because at least 20 minutes of those is because I'm
we
actually
drop
venting
tea.
about what's happening
yeah,
at
yeah,
work and
yeah.
stuff.
We're work
Yeah.
venting.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
um but yeah, man, that's good to know, man. Good to know. I'm glad that you're doing all right. And
Mm, well,
we're gonna be
as
talking
best as
about
we
this
can.
movie today. We actually got the
That's what
chance
I'm
to.
excited about. That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
got some thoughts, man.
I know, I know. I did nothing different than any other day. I went to work and I did that.
Hey, man, at least you're getting money, so it's not all
Yeah,
bad.
catching up on what I need to catch up right now. Um, I got a big assignment at work, so it's caused
Oh,
me
cool.
to what's it called? To not catch up on the movies I need to record for. So I need to just I'm trying to do everything I can do right now so I can get back on my YouTube stuff because I'm missing uploads, a lot of them actually. But yeah, I'm working on that. Recorded an episode of Cinema Condition yesterday, and then yeah, that's all I got going on right now, man. All I got going
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Also, it's
It's
just been
just a
raining like crazy.
I love it, dude. It's a vibe. I don't know
Not
what
when you slip on mud, bro. Not
well,
when I slipped on mud.
yeah. To be fair, you have to walk. I don't really have because I drive. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but other than that, it's pretty. It's tis the season for hurricanes. We don't really
yeah,
get falls. We get hurricane season. It's not really fall. It's more like rainy for the
yeah.
next couple of months until it gets really cold.
At least it's like not terribly humid after the rain stops.
No, it's yeah. It's better than what we got the first couple of days that it started raining again after like the dry ass summer.
Yeah,
Because I went for a walk today too, and it wasn't bad. Like I thought it
yeah,
was gonna be stickier more than I was, but no, it was pretty controllable. It's
yeah, man.
manageable.
Yeah. So like, I'm glad that, and then now we're gonna get a cold front soon, apparently. So
Supposedly, but they said that
supposedly,
like a week ago.
yeah, and we
Where
still
the fuck is it?
still waiting for it, right? But Yeah, it's looking good. But yeah, man, we're gonna be talking about the creator today. So
Mhm.
if you haven't watched the creator, go ahead and get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how any of that goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a five, four, three, two, one.
It's a
Uh,
good macadamia nuts.
Macadamia nuts, right? And I got some good amount of stuff to read here, so let me go ahead and get to this.
Really? All right,
Yeah,
go for it.
I got three paragraphs. Yeah, it's
All
all
right.
right. The Creator is a 2023 American science fiction film produced and directed by Gareth Edwards, who co-wrote the screenplay with Chris Weitz, actually, I think it's Weitz. I don't know. The film stars John David Washington, Gemma Chan, Ken Watanabe, Sturgill Simpson, Allison Janney, and Madeline Yuna Voiles in her film debut. Its plot set in a future impacted by war between the human race and the forces of artificial intelligence follows an ex special forces agent who is recruited to hunt down and kill the creator, who has developed a mysterious weapon with power to end the war by destroying mankind itself. We must choose whose side he is on when he discovers what the weapon actually is. Development began in November 2019 when Edwards signed on to direct and write an untitled science fiction project for New Regency and was officially announced in February 2020. He cited Apocalypse Now, Baraka, Blade Runner, Akira, Rain Man, The Hit, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and Paper Moon as the film's sources of inspiration. Originally titled True Love, it was changed to its current title. Filming began on January 17, 2022, and wrapped on May 30th, 2022. The creator premiered at Fantastic Fest on September 26, 2023, and was released in the United States on September 29th by 20th Century Studios. The film received generally positive reviews from critics, with many praising its visual effects, direction, performances, and its approach to the subject matter.
Right.
Yeah. Cinematography is done by Greg Fraser and Oren Soffer. It's edited by Hank Corwin, Joe Walker, and Scott Morris. Music is done by the legendary Hans Zimmer.
Is
And
that why it was such a vibe? Fucking love that
yeah,
old man.
yeah, man, that man knows how to make a good score.
That makes fucking bangers.
Yeah, the film sits at 2 hours and 13 minutes. Yeah, 13 minutes.
Okay.
And on a budget of $80 million, it so far has made 35.3 million at the box office.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a
It's gonna take a
tough
minute.
journey,
Yeah.
but you never know. And
I think the
it's
main reason is because they don't have a lot of ads. I've seen like
yeah,
one ad, even in like trailers when you actually at the theater.
because Disney buries the shit out of 20th century studios
Mm-hmm.
films. They bury the
Mm-hmm.
shit out of these movies. And yeah,
Because they're an evil fucking mouse company.
yeah, little mouse, bro. But yeah, it's just it sucks, but it sucks that it's not making as much as it should. But we'll see where it goes in the coming weeks. But you never, as long as I feel like the fact that it made 35 and
It's
it's like
pretty. It's pretty good for its opening weekend on something that has no ads.
yeah, and it's like
So
a science fiction movie with some really
original
well-known
story.
yeah,
Yeah.
original
Oh, with that.
story,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
like some
The
well-known actors.
protagonist.
It's like yeah, man.
Yeah.
But
There is a lot of well-known actors in this shit.
fuck yeah,
Surprisingly.
dude. Yeah. I Ken Watanabe, John David Washington, give him
Hmm.
a chin, bro. Like Allison Janney. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
But Luis, what are your initial thoughts on the creator?
I need a. I need a. I need to speak up out. Let me fucking. Oh shit! Wrong
What
one.
the hell? Why'd you go?
Fuck.
There you
This
go.
one. Fuck. Put me
What?
on big screen. Put me on big screen.
Okay, I'm
I for,
going. I'm going.
I
Damn.
forgot. I forgot how to use it. It's been a minute since I've been on stream like command. All
Yeah.
right. As a philosophy major, I'm gonna put my degree. I studied the field of ethics on AI, and by AI, I don't mean the bullshit that rightfully so a lot of people are getting mad on artistic values, right? But the actual definition of AI, which is artificial intelligence, a machine capable of thinking for themselves, not something that we input information and they search and then get it for us. A machine that is human, right? This film does amazingly in portraying something that is, if possible, how it would righteously go. Also, the main thing is AI isn't evil. The people that made it is. The people that give it commands are. And the AI for the art stuff, they can't just willy nilly just create art for their own selves. Someone made that. Someone chose to input said information to get that picture, that image out. So, like Disney using those AI generated posters, that's Disney's doing, not the AI. AI is just a tool. A hacksaw is only as dangerous as its user, you know? But for initial thoughts, I fucking love this film. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. I really like this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and the more it sat with me, the more that I felt its impact and
Mm-hmm.
the way that it really relates to this odd time that we're in right now, where AI is becoming more of a prominent thing.
Yep.
And like it's crazy because like I was talking to somebody for cinema condition, and
Yeah.
I was like, when I was young, like we kept hearing about like virtual reality, and we
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we thought like, oh, that's gonna be ages, like that's not gonna happen anytime soon. And we heard about like AI as well, and we were like,
Mm-hmm.
ah, yeah, I don't really see
Mm-hmm.
that happening for a long time. And look at us now. I'm 26, Luis is 23, and it's a very, very real thing that's
It's
happening
on.
now.
It's. We're on the brink of that, like first step on the moon type deal. This is like our. We have virtual reality of like putting on those glasses and we're anywhere we
Yeah,
want, or like I said, using ChatGPT to give you certain shit, right?
yeah,
And it's both impressive and scary for certain reasons, more so than others. There's like
yeah,
a mislead there, but it's something. It
yeah.
speaks to the millennia.
Speaks to the millennia, and I think that the creator is really released at a right time uh,
Hmm.
to really discuss this and kind of push forward this conversation because
Yeah.
the writer strike just ended. I mean, the
Yep.
writer strike literally just ended, which is something that has been revolving around the idea as well of AI and its
Yep.
place within the industry.
Yep. Yep.
And it's like I don't think anybody in the right mind, what's it called, actually believes that the idea of AI is the what's it called? The thing that's wrong. It's the fact that the
It's
AI would
being
be in
used.
control by these greedy studio executives
Hmm.
who'd be using it. Yeah, and the creator kind of brings that up. It's like, yeah, these machines aren't really the problem. It's the people who created them and the people who are
Yep.
putting what they're thinking into these machines to cause all this harm. And
Yep. And even the machines themselves have stated they wish no harm on humans. It was a
yeah,
thing of humans not being able to admit their wrongs and projecting the blame onto them, which is something that I feel is super relative to what we see nowadays with a lot of the execs. It's like, oh, we have AI that can create posters and people can go home and see their families. Where it's like, the problem isn't that they don't get to see their families, is that they don't get paid enough to not see their families.
yeah,
It's like we work 9 to 5, minimum 9 to 5, like 8 9 hours, and you get paid cents on the dollar.
yeah.
And it's crazy.
I think that the cast works incredibly well with each other.
Phenomenal.
I
Fuck.
love John David Washington in this
Mhm.
movie. Gemma
Mhm.
Chan is incredible in this
Mhm.
film. Oh, Ken Watanabe, man.
Dude, yeah.
Y'all know Ken Watanabe is a legend in of itself, man. That man is great, but holy crap, do I love him a lot in this film. Um, Allison Janney too, but to me, my biggest standout, bro, it's that
The
little
little
girl.
kid. Yeah.
That little girl, bro. Oh my god, what's her name?
No clue.
Madeline Unavoz as Alfie. Yeah, she's
Okay.
freaking incredible,
They
man.
did a lot of emotional work on they did a lot of emotional work on a project that needed a lot of emotion, and
Yeah,
to get that from a kid, that is impressive. Because, well,
yeah,
it's not that like kids can't do it, it's more so it's like you can't control kids to do certain things, right? It's hard to direct from what I've understand, but there are some where it's like stand out. And I mean, Alfie definitely has a potential future for stuff, but
yeah.
damn,
One
the
of the best
performance.
performances by a child, man. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
gosh,
it's
just
it's it's fucking, yeah,
yeah. It's so well done, bro. And then the cinematography is fantastic. I mean, this is
phenomenal.
Greg Fraser, same dude who shot the Batman, who shot Dune, who shot
Hmm.
all these incredible films. So this is a
Goes
guy
to
who
show
usually
experience is more important than the gear because the film was filmed on the fucking what's
that
it?
fucking FX3, bro.
Yep, there you go.
And I respect the fuck of it because he said like, you know, he wants to have as much as money as he can for VFX. So he's like,
Yep,
I'm just gonna go ahead
and
and
it
put
paid
it.
off.
Yeah, and it pays off because this movie looks fantastic, which once again proves my point. If you just give your VFX artists the right tools to work and the right time to work, you will get stuff that looks as good as this and not stuff like in the Marvel films where they just rush the hell out of their VFX artists and they don't give them any time for previs and it ends up looking like shit. And here, man, like
Hmm.
all this VFX looks so good.
Yep, it's a
Yeah.
thing of it's so good you believe they actually got robotics in the film
Yeah.
because outside of like the norm of like the heavy machinery, like there's a tank in the film, and you see it, I believe, in the trailer or one of the teasers. Outside of that, everything else looks possible, and I mean they look exactly from what we get from Boston Robotics. Of course, a more evolved version of it, but the visual effects is stunning. Just portraying not just the robotics, the cities and the environment of certain scenes that we get, and it's great. It's great. They really whoever was the budgeteer for that
Yeah.
fucking they were hand on hand with what's his face, the director, to get everything properly done. And yeah, no, dude, it's great.
Yeah. Man, I love the locations they chose, bro. I
Hmm.
thought like they shot in Thailand
Okay,
and God, it looked
I
so
knew it was
good.
in the Philippines, and y'all were telling me it was.
No, when the fuck did I tell you it was in the
No, I think it was
Philippines?
Wedo. I
I
think
thought
it
it
was
was
Wedo.
Vietnam. I thought it was
Wow.
Vietnam. But I was like, wait, no, they can't shoot in Vietnam. Like they're not allowed to
Yeah.
shoot in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Um, but I thought it was thought the locations
Beautiful
they chose
scenery.
were really good.
Hmm.
Man, like just the mountains and then also like the swampy areas and
And the
I was just like,
fucking
oh man, you're
oceans,
really
terrains.
just picks it up really well, man. Um, I wanted to say, man, how scary is that thing, dude? The thing on top, like
The Nomad,
the nomad. Like I was like running
dude.
through my head. I was like, imagine just waking up at home and that fucking light is right in front of you, dude.
It's just scanning right past you. That
Yeah,
is scary in itself. It also it proves a point of object permanence of like distance and shit. How things look, things are bigger than what they seem at a distance, right?
yeah.
Because once we actually get on near it and like on it with like a
It's
scale
this
of John,
huge
it's
thing, and
huge.
it's yeah, and it's like like I doesn't it doesn't even register into my head when I'm. It's like a Man of Steel because like when you see that thing that Zod's in,
Hmm.
it looks like okay, this looks
The
like a
terraformer thing.
decent. Yeah, it's like it looks
Hmm.
decently sized, and then when he gets closer, I'm like, holy shit, this thing is huge.
Yeah, dude. Because we see it all through the film. It's like just lurking in the background.
Yeah,
And when you're first seeing it, it's like, oh, did it travel from one side of the hemisphere to the other just for air jurisdiction? No, it's in the upper atmosphere. So that's why you're able to see it.
yeah,
So that shit is scary. Um, but yeah, also, is it you? It was only U.S. based control, which speaks a lot to what the U.S. when it wants some shit, even if it is
oh yeah.
scandalous, they'll have it.
It'll go
'Cause,
to the depths to make it possible to have it. Yeah,
yeah, because that was they had atomic bombs, hydrogen bombs on that fucking shit,
yeah.
which is crazy. I thought we already had a Russian a Cold War for that shit, but nope.
Yeah, dude, it's just man, I love the design and I love the atmosphere of this movie.
Yeah,
My only big gripe is, and I'm not alone in it, man. I talked to Alex. He was like, I have that same gripe. He said,
of
um,
speed,
I
right?
the pace, man. I thought
Yeah.
that it was going by too quick. Where I felt like there was things that I really wanted them to just kind of slow it down. And I'm like, hey, like let this moment like breathe a little bit, because like
Yeah.
you're going through some like some really emotional moments here, and it's like, and then it's like, no, pick it back up. And once we get to like that third act, everything starts to slow down, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is what it is. Like this was what I've been waiting for this whole movie. Like give me this type of pacing, and
Okay.
I put in my review on Letterboxd, man. If the pacing was the same pacing
It
for
would
the
be
third
five
act
stars.
throughout this whole thing, this would easily be my favorite movie of the year.
Damn. What's your favorite
This
movie of the year?
right now,
Yeah.
The Quiet Girl, and then it's the Eternal Memory, and then Oppenheimer, I believe. I
Okay.
don't
So
have it
only
right
one
in
of
front of
them was
me.
public domain. The other ones you saw out of
Festival, yeah,
festivals.
yeah.
So
Well, Oppenheimer and the Quiet Girl are the
now
Quiet Girl is
available.
available.
Yeah,
Quiet Girl is
I think I
available.
got an ad about it
Yeah, but the Eternal Memory doesn't drop until like
next year.
November. November?
No, because
Yeah, I
they
think
push
November.
that shit for the strikes and all that.
No, what's it called? The Eternal Memory is gonna it's gonna show it's gonna get a little bit of a limited release here in the United
Oh, okay.
States.
Okay.
Yeah. I got to watch it because of the film festival at
Yeah,
for Lang Wave, but I what's it called? Yeah, it's getting a little bit of a small release. I think
got you.
it's just gonna be like playing like 6 theaters, but
Got you.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
I mean, for the pacing, because you're speaking about it, I didn't notice it. I was vibing throughout. It was going at a good pace because I was like, at the beginning, before like once we got the last trailer, I was like, "Fuck, should I go pee right now or not?" But then we were watching, and I got zoned in, and everything just I just forgot about it. Um, and to me, it was good pacing. But again, like you said, 20th kind of has a record of getting uh,
yeah.
uh, undertoned and like just bullied and picked on by Disney since they got him. Because
Yeah.
even the Predator or the Prey film,
Yeah,
uh,
pray.
getting pushed onto Hulu instead of like cinema premieres
You
and
know
shit.
you know how much money that thing would have made if it went to theaters, man? Like,
They banked like the first fucking Alien film, dog.
yeah, it would have made bank, and they sat on that, and I
Because it
can't
was
believe
also the
it.
hype after COVID, so it was like
Yeah,
something worth to go see.
yeah, like an
Like
actual good Predator film too. Like it's
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they
I mean,
buried
I
it,
enjoy
bro.
all of them, but
Yeah,
yeah, fucking hell, man, that shit. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the pacing goes to whoever has differences in like what they want in different films.
yeah,
But I can understand where you're coming from on certain
yeah.
scenes.
And I've seen a lot of people saying like, "Oh, Hans's score is not that memorable." I'm like, dude, I don't. I completely disagree. I think Hans's score here is beautiful.
It's
There were
beautiful.
moments where like it really was like setting the tone of this atmosphere of this
Yeah.
film, and I was like, oh my god, I'm loving this score. Now, is it as memorable as like Interstellar
Interstellar?
or the
Yeah,
Dune
that's the
score?
thing. Because I
No,
think a
but
lot of the stuff that he used on this one is stuff that we've already heard, right? It's not because
yeah,
Interstellar is original.
yeah,
And by technicality, this one is original too, but he uses stuff like Moonlight Sonata and shit like that in different parts. Um, so that's why I feel like people are just like, oh, I already heard this before. This ain't original. It's like,
yeah,
it's I already heard it before. But it is fantastic, dude. Like I wouldn't mind having a vinyl of that too,
yeah,
like a
man.
limited edition. But dude,
Yeah.
Hans always kills it, man.
Hans always kills it, man.
Hans always kills it.
I think it's a really good movie, man. I think that it has its faults, and I hope that when it
Yeah.
releases in on physical media, I hope we get a director's cut of some sort because I think if you just add
You
a little
think there
bit
is
there,
gonna be a director's cut, or is it like
I
this is
hope,
what he
man.
envisioned? I'm kind
I
of
don't know. He
curious.
hasn't said anything, but I hope we kind of do get a little bit of a director's cut, and
Got you.
there will be deleted scenes, so we'll
Yeah, of
see how
course.
it goes. But I would love to see a sort of director's cut for this, and
Yeah,
where they slow it just a little bit down. Not what's it called? Keep it so fast paced here, but
yeah,
I thought it was a fantastic movie, man.
yeah.
I think that it's in a world where we have like little to no original films coming out,
This is
on a
pretty
scale
original. We haven't seen this
on a scale
before.
of
Type
like
thing.
on this type of scale. I think that it's like wow, like I think that it's just it's a job well done. And I think that
Yeah,
I
and it's
would
not
like
one
to
of
see
those where
more.
it ends for like franchise. It's like it legit has an ending of like
Yeah,
freedom, and we
yeah,
see it again with the acting of the little kid, which was phenomenal. That last
yeah,
scene with the kid is like, damn.
yeah.
So they had their dream come true, and their God came through. But I also wanted to mention real quick before we hit the 30 minute shit. I know we had a scene in footage of the what was it Belarus explosion or
The
Beirut.
Beirut
The
explosion in
yeah, and
2020.
people were like, some people were kind of upset that it was changed, and for me it was more of how we kind of use real life footage for the Oppenheimer shit and for
Yeah,
other essence of reference. I think it's in best nature to have changed it. To use it as a reference of magnitude only because it was a really big explosion and an explosion that was all of a sudden it wasn't no warning, no
Yeah,
sirens, just
yeah.
type deal.
Gareth Edwards said that they just put it in there because it's apparently it's common practice to put real life archival footage in trailers to hold off for like what's it called VFX shots. So like that shot
Yeah,
is not in the movie at all. That Beirut
is it not? I
explosion.
thought it was
No,
the LA explosion and they comped over it.
no. Apparently it says here that it was not in
Okay,
the
so it was
movie.
just a trailer thing. I
It's just
just
a
saw because I
trailer.
don't remember seeing it, and there's a lot of camera angles that have come out over the years because it was recent. It was like maybe I think it's maybe reaching its third anniversary of like when it happened or some shit.
Yeah,
Um, so we've gotten more footage and how dastardly it is, but it's like, do you
yeah,
really want to show such a tragic event for the sake of a shot in a film, or do you want to reference it on the magnitude of it and like kind of comp over it? It's definitely I can see why people are hurt by it, but also it's like that's like asking for smut film to be in an actual film.
yeah.
It's like
So
very.
it's not like Bird Box, bro, where Bird Box actually had archival footage of an actual tragedy that
I
happened.
have never seen that movie, even
Yeah,
during the hype
fuck
of
that
it,
movie.
but
Fuck that movie, bro.
they
Fuck that
actually
movie.
showed some shit.
Yeah, bro. Like it actually has archival footage of like an actual tragedy, bro. It's yeah, it
Damn.
actually is showing there. But yeah, he just said that it's common
For
practice for like
just a
archival
placeholder
footage
of it. Okay, okay.
placeholder. So it's in
I
the
can
trailer, but it's
understand that.
not in the film. But also, I'm not the person to give an opinion on this. One of my favorite movies of all time includes the very famous footage of the monk who sets himself on fire in Vietnam. So it doesn't matter to me. It
Damn, what
it
kind of
doesn't.
fucking footages are you watching?
Yeah,
What kind
yeah.
of part of the internet are you on, bro?
Yeah, one of my favorite movies of
Um,
all time, Persona, and it includes that. So I'm
yeah, it
sorry,
definitely
but
goes into a thing of
yeah,
what people have as personal
yeah.
values, but
And I
overall,
still feel very bad for the people of Beirut and everybody who got hurt that day. And it's something that is very terrible that
mhm.
happened. But like I said, I'm the last person to ask me about that because it just if it was in there, it wouldn't have
It'll be a
bothered me.
historical thing. I prefer it to be
Yeah,
used as a way of reference
yeah,
than just as a thing of like entertainment, and that's what they
yeah.
use it for apparently.
And
So
it's not like they used it to like like to what's it called
bad
to like
mouth reason,
bad
like
mouth.
a
Yeah,
political point
yeah,
of
to
view of like.
badmouth Lebanon or to like send a message that like the Lebanese people are like dangerous or
Mhm.
something. It's like no, it's just there. And
It's like
either
yeah.
way, we're talking in circles here because it's not even in the movie. It's just in the
Yeah,
trailer and it
yeah,
was
it's
used
not in
for
the
a
movie.
placeholder.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Other than that, I mean, fucking, this film is fucking great, dude. I
yeah,
fucking
man.
love it. The AI talks that it does, I could go on, and I wouldn't mind if people in the comments want to comment something about how AI is either good and bad. And I'm not talking about you fucking red pill dude, bro. I was talking about, oh yeah, AI is like the way of the future, or the ones that are like super paranoid of it taking over. It's like if they take over, it would be a thing of like it's if you've seen Ultron, Avengers Age of Ultron, the reason why Ultron goes after humanity is because we're so fucked up. It's sign of society. The only way to fucking fix this world is to start it over. And that's a drastic point of view, but it's like, yeah, we're really fucked up. And a lot of it is the badness outweighs the good that we've done. Because even right now we're doing some heavy shit on the environment that's not really helping. But it'll be our own fault. You can't blame AI something that we made. It'll just be self destruction
Yeah.
and evolution. But yeah, no, AI is a thing of common misconception. I believe. I mean, that's in my true heart. It's misunderstood by
What's
general
the
public.
final verdict, Luis?
I want to give it a 10 out of 10 because I really enjoyed it, pacing and all, like just the topic on it and the way this fucking beautiful, masterful shot it is like just phenomenal. The acting, fucking Denzel, bro, he's his father kid for sure. Your daddy's son for sure, son.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, it's a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Like I want to go see it again or get it in physical copy.
Yeah. If I am correct, I believe this is the third 10 for Luis of the year.
Is it? Oh
If
shit, third one.
Across the Spider Verse, John Wick Chapter 4, and this one, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
To be
Yeah.
fair, there have been a lot of shit ones that we've seen that there have been a
Oh
lot of
man.
shit ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about
Yeah.
you? What'd you give it?
I'm going with an 8 out of 10, man. I like this a lot. And that's not a
That's a
bad
solid.
score for me at all.
No,
This is a really
it's a
good
solid number.
solid number. I really like this movie. I can't wait to own it physically. And yeah, I definitely see myself rewatching this movie, and especially if
Yeah,
there's a director's cut, I would really like to see more of this. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie, and I think more people should go watch it in the theater, man.
definitely. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. This is one of those actors where they definitely deserve the budget that they asked for.
Oh
Um,
yeah, they used
because
it
you would
all to their
they
to
used
their
it
what's it
all
called.
to the extent, and they used it all properly. Of like, okay, let's save it for the actual needs instead of quality of camera. Which, by
Mm-hmm.
the way, minimum camera quality for films is like what 6 4K. That's better than
Mm-hmm.
whatever we get on a DSLR. Like you're gonna get a
Yep.
good quality picture with any cinema camera that's accepted through services and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How
uh,
much? You know what? But well, I'll go ahead and look this up later. But we thank you all so much for joining us here. As always, we would really appreciate if you all go check out the website nerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram /threads at the nerdcore, Patreon.com /the nerdcore. At the $1 tier, you're getting this episode early before anybody gets to watch it on Thursday and listen to it on Thursday as well. So go and check that out as well, guys. Please, it's just $1.
mhm,
It's
mhm.
actually it's our lowest tier, and it's actually the tier where we don't make any money off of it. It's just for y'all to have something to incentivize y'all, and you guys get something out of it. So you get nice early access. Our Discord link is in the description below, so please go ahead and check that out, as well as the comments. Talk to us in the comments. Have you seen the creator? Did you like the creator? Did you not like the creator? Talk to us anything about that. We would like to have a conversation with y'all, and we always respond to our
Yep.
comments. So we would love to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're on YouTube, please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell if you're if so you don't miss a single piece of content that comes from the
You
channel. Ha!
choking there, bud.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're on the audio side of things, leave a 5-star review, please.
Just
You can do
follow
that
us
on
on there too. You
Spotify.
can follow podcasts.
Yep. Follow, leave a 5-star review on podcast platforms like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
All your basics.
Yeah. And of course, we'll be back for more reviews this week, y'all.
We have
And
a month long. October's stacked with a bunch of stuff, so
oh
just
yeah,
keep an
man.
eye out. Hit that bell. Catch us on every other fucking film that's come out. Ugh.
Yep.
Ugh. Killers of the Flower Moon. Ugh.
There's a Flower Moon. We got Exorcist Believer. We got all of these movies coming down. So we got to get ready to what's it called talk about them, and we can't wait to talk about them with y'all. So, Luis, you want to get them out of here?
Yeah, that's right. Remember, y'all, when you're picking a child's name, please don't pick a Las Vegas resident name. We don't need any more candies out here. It's vacant. Like John said, hell no, choose another name. But
But
y'all
I
keep it
like
easy.
candy.
But I like candy. Keep it easy. Remember, AI isn't a complete enemy. It's only what we make of it, like any other tool we have in our disposable reach. And yeah, remember, think outside the box. They are not our enemy. They just want freedom like anyone else. Peace.